I just turned 18, saw your whole life in front of me, and in the one day I miss cleaning up your cold tea. Now I'm sitting there singing broken heart, helplessly I'm praying, blaming God. Ooh, she told me don't worry, we've been apart before. The words of heaven will be waiting for you once more. She told me don't worry, told me don't worry now, told me don't worry, told me don't, told me don't. She said we soon made three, doctors and friends and family. When it was time to leave, there was only one, and it was me. Got so good at working next to you, next to you. Couldn't bear the thought of something new. Ooh, she told me don't worry, we've been apart before. The words of heaven will be waiting for you once more. you told me don't worry. Told me don't worry now. Told me don't worry. Told me don't, told me don't.
Hello there everybody, welcome back to Redirect 3v3 monthly number 13. Pretty good number, just over a dozen there. So it's going to be a £100 prize pool to see who's going to stand up on top. We got some good teams playing in for this double elimination bracket. Right now we're at round 6. And it's Morley Town Hall versus Sound. Some interesting names in that roster, and equally so, interesting names on the caster booth as well. It is me, your boy Ground Zero, and Sir Pegasus joining me in the booth today. How are you doing, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing great, even better that I'm here, sat next to you here in the booth for the upper finals of the Redirect Monthly. Just like you said before, there are some really interesting names in these two teams. Of course, Morley Town Hall, they were your first seed heading into it, and they've really lived up to that name. Undefeated down to the game here, and Forceful Velocity and Glyphty. I mean, are we really surprised?
Nope, not at all. Some very, very solid names, and they're all English as well. So it makes for a bit of inner England rivalry, which I love to see. You know, I like to see international rivalries in between players, though they are friends and they know each other on the social medias, especially with Twitter or Twitch. So some of them I believe are streaming as well. So if you guys are looking for individual POVs, I do believe Velocity is streaming. So you might be able to see what their perspective could be important. But from our side, we're going to be casting this best of 5. We're in for a sweet time. Morley Town Hall versus these two teams, Morley Town Hall and Sound. So I'm gonna have to say, who do you believe in this best of 5 is winning? Your predictions, I'm very curious there, Sir Pegasus. Who do you think is winning at both sides? Who do you think is going to take the win? Which way? Like 3-2, 3-1, what kind of thing? What you predicting, you know?
Call it boring, but it has to be Morley Town Hall. You don't go to this position undefeated for no reason. I mean, these three players, they are excellent. I'm sure they're going to take this, but I do think they'll face that first loss. Sound, like I said, a very strong side. I haven't mentioned the players yet. Ripper 8, Peachy and Serve. That's 3 players that recently have just been improving so fast, and I think they'll be able to take a game off Morley Town Hall. So my prediction, 3-1, Sound to the lowers, and what happens there, we'll have to find out later.
I do agree with you there. I have to say, the Morley Town Hall, I don't know where they get the inspirations from, but at least they're very creative with their names. That you gotta give it to them here between these two teams. So I will also have to give it a. I wouldn't say it's a very awfully close game, but even though it may be a possible 3-1, I would say the inner games between what may not be seen on paper is a pretty similar score line. In the first game, though, I love to see how it faces off with the first kickoff inbound and the floodgates open there, Sir Pegasus.
And already we start off with Serve trying to bring that ball to the corner. Morley Town Hall trying to push high against this team. They know they're that first seed. They know they can have the confidence to bring themselves forward. But then on the other side, you've got Sound, the 14th seed, who have exceeded that seeding. Well, they guaranteed themselves top 4. Ooh. So seeing how much further they can push. That's what we're waiting to see here. And we do see that first opportunity, the scariest one so far, come from Sound. But Morley Town Hall don't seem shaken.
No, they're actually looking pretty solid. They look in control, which you don't really tend to see in the first games. Everyone's kind of all heads around looking to see, looking like headless chickens every now and then. But this team, well, they're definitely experienced players, that's for sure, especially the likes of Glyph Demon and Velocity, who've been making their rounds a lot more recently. Now with the RLCS haven't been shut off for a good couple of months until we see Worlds. Nearly a beautiful double tap inbound. Velocity. We'll see keep that ball circulating in their corner. The pressure has been surmounting here in favor for Team Morley Town Hall. But the first gap, it's an opening for Peachy Boy. And what a peach of a shot. Beautiful goal.
And it was actually a mistake here coming from Morley Town Hall. I believe that is Vorsful representing V1 there, playing that ball in field to no plays in blue. It's an orange side that's going to take that one forward. And Sound do take the first goal here, but Morley Town Hall, plenty of time here to make that comeback. But again, straight off the kickoff, Sound getting that first touch forward. Vorsful trying to make up for mistakes, trying to find that other ball in field, but Ripperay relentless here in field, and that's what you've loved to see here from this orange side. They're not playing with any fear, and I think that's part of the reason they've got so far.
Yep, it's that lack of fear. You have to have confidence if you want to stand up on top, and you can see why these teams make it all the way. It's mentality, and not only that, but near results for goals. Turn man in. Oh, it's Glufty. I didn't even see that happening out of absolutely nowhere. Glifty Moon in the Octane. Beautiful play. 3 men required to beat 2 people in net. So close there. Peachy Boy and Ripperay for the save, but sadly for them, they will find no connection. And the first goal goes in favor, and they tie it up as well for Team Morley Town. So, I think they gathered in that town hall, and they got to the drawing board and said, well, what can we do to get the first goal? And, well, you got results here. Good pass and play up fair from the sidewall into the midfield, and Serve going to be hoping to beat V1. Velocity with a pass, banger, bottom left shot. What a goal. Velocity changes the direction of that ball 2-1, and they take that lead instantly after the first loss on the goal here between this team.
And now this is the passing play that Vorsful was fighting for at the beginning of this game. Finally had his teammate in that perfect position. And when you want to talk about perfection, that bottom left flag, same can't be said for that kickoff, however. Sound having the opportunity to get themselves back on the scoreline again. It's been back and forth between these two teams, but now Serve has set himself up beautifully. But Ripperay, bit of space, a heavy touch, which I don't think he wanted there. Does give that ball away for Town Hall to try and send it long. Vorsful, unfazed by that touch here from the Sound defender, will try to keep things going here. Peachy playing the ball in the corner. Ripperay also really just calm in defense. Didn't force his way into a flip, just tapped that one over, made that job a little bit harder, but Town Hall really haven't stopped this pressure.
No, it looks like it's finally going to be de-assimilated. It's been destroyed a little bit there as the ball finally found a counter-attack in favor for Sound as they get another passing play up into the air. Glifty Divorceful down to Velocity, no boost, so I sadly really couldn't capitalize on the opportunity presented to them. Glifty's going to keep that ball circulating once more in their corners, back and back to forth, front to back. It's never ending, this pressure, and I think it's getting to them to the other side of Sound. They have been dealing with a lot of that pressure for a good while, but sometimes the cookie does crumble. It was close, but they managed to deal with the pressure for now. 2-1 though, they're still down a goal. The pressure is all on the top of their head here. The target's still running through. What a pinch! Serve was about to lose it, but somehow it just hit off the woodwork and bounced everywhere but inside of the net. So Ripperay now hoping to rip it down the midfield and into the other half for the blue side to deal with the pressure for good, but giving them time to get some boost, fill up their tanks, and finally regain some positioning. The minute that the time is though it's still been ticking down against them. 1 minute 30. Ripperay another pass down to Serve with the redirect to Peachy Boy, and that was a great pass, but sadly just no opportunity that they can really find a true gap on. There's now an opportunity once more. Forceful, sending it down to Serve, who clears it down over man. 1 man, 2 man, 3rd man left. Will they get it? Ripperay with a fake to Peachy Boy into the corner. He gets a boost and he kind of just slots that ball right away into the hands of Forceful, who's not going to look a gift horse in the mouth at all. And now with a minute left here, I think we're seeing some opportunities kind of die down from Sound. Fatigue does set in, and it's been a 5 minutes with some rambunctious plays between these two teams there, Sir Pegasus.
Absolutely, and as fatigued as this team look, they're still getting more creative with their attacks. We saw earlier that we were going for the dummy play, but defense, as well as the majority of their players landed, and this time, it wasn't enough. Glifty making it 3-1 for Town Hall.
Town Hall sending it away once more. Bottom, it just hit off the crossbar. Bottom's in, and the goal was hungry. It seems for the ball. It's been a while. It's been left hungry for a good bit. Hungry Hippo. 3-1. As the goal is now in favor, really. It's completely just been dominated, and the serve is finally starting to feel the pressure here, because they've not been able to really push that ball back down and make a meaningful play in the other half for a good while. I think lots to learn in this game. They have kept it close with the first goal coming in only because of some mistake here in the rotation from the side of Morley Town Hall, but I think this game, like I said before at the earlier start of before this game began there, Pig, that this game on paper may not seem close, but overall the score lines won't be that dominant in this case, because they will meet each other and try and keep this game close. Otherwise, it's 3-1, Morley Town Hall with the first game win.
And I must say, I think this first break is going to be important between these first two games, because Morley Town Hall came out with a play style that you really do not see all that often. They just play so high. It's suffocating for a defense that are not ready for it, and it just invites a lot of that panic, which I think Sound was feeling, especially during the latter stages of that game in defense. I think it's better now that they can have that sit back, know that that's the style that Morley Town Hall play, and now aim to connect some of these counterattacks a lot better, because that's where their best opportunities came from. And this Morley Town Hall strategy, it can work for a game, but once you're found out, you're going to have to change things up again.
It's, you really have to. It's like we say, it's a game of chess, Rocket League. It's not just about confidence. There's a lot of factors that go into a game here, and the likes of this one, where a team, quite literally, as I said, wouldn't say exactly mirror, because some aspects they do outshine each other a lot often between these two, but they've been playing quite nicely, and I'm very excited to see how does Sound really assimilate themselves into the next game, where we meet each other in Forbidden Temple. Beautiful game with a beautiful map, equally so, matches the atmosphere of tonight's Redirect Monthly number 13, and even more so, more to come as well, Sir Pegasus, as we start off the next kickoff, a demo play. So a bit of an aggressive momentum starting off right away for Sound.
And nothing changing here. Glifty does take that one high. Fake's going for that flip reset. So instead we've got Ripper sending that one long. Ball still in the possession of Town Hall, but you saw that defense was low and boost, and they'll give that ball away temporarily because they're just so confident they can take it, bring it to the other side, keep the pressure, and I'm not quite sure. But Peachy, you had a chance.
As well, what do they say? Patience wins the race, and I think this one is where your impatience cost you an open net. That was a beautiful open net. If only Peachy took his time, but hopefully there's more opportunities to come here for Team Sound, because they've shown us that they have the potential. It's an open net miss. I believe Glifty had no boost. He could just send a Hail Mary at the ball there, hoping it would go in, but there were two people from the side of Sound defending that play, and now they finally found a counterattack. Ripper and Peachy ready. A demo there in the front. Peachy hoping to redeem himself from the prior mistake, but the ball just still floating around everywhere but going in the net here. Glifty, good pinch. They're going to keep the ball just floating around here with velocity, now having a chance. Glifty ready for the ceiling. A shot. A reader.
Excellence shown there from Glifty in defense and offense to match velocity. It will be the one to get the passes this time, and it's a redirect to challenge that of his teammate in the very last game. Morley Town Hall show why they're the best.
All that aggressive momentum, that open net, and finally you see the first goal already going in favor for Morley Town Hall. It kind of does knock the confidence down just a tad bit. You wouldn't say so there, Pig, but I see them. They're still trying their best. They're making sure to defend that net as best as possible, but that's a gap you cannot defend. The likes of Glifty, Moon, and Velocity, and that chemistry suddenly starting to sprout out. That bud earlier we saw, it's blooming into a very, very beautiful team here from the side of Team Morley Town Hall. Peachy, I feel from the side of Sound, they're having a little bit of a pressure game where, they're trying to build up a hierarchy rather than work with each other. Sometimes there is a bit of problems that do seem to be sprouting out. Peachy thought he might have seen a better opportunity to take that ball, and they will keep that possession. And wow, what a fake from Forceful. He's being a bit mean there, I feel, with the way he's controlling that play. They're hoping to knock the timer down a bit more. Exactly half the time left here. Peachy finally sending one through into the blue half. Does Peachy have an opportunity to follow up once more, but he will get that ball sent away. This team Morley Town Hall, they're kind of just taking long gaps and they're passing each other along as well. So I think it does inspire a bit of fear on the other side that they don't know where the next person might just be standing and lying in wait like a predator, hoping to find its prey. And this team here still on the hunt as Peachy. Now another shot, a save will not happen as Velocity is able to clear that one down, hit it off Peachy. And once more, that man is just finding no gaps to try and redeem himself. We'll send another one in the back of the net, 2-0. And it goes in. Morley Town Hall in favor of another possible win.
Sometimes they attack in packs, sometimes they attack in pairs, and Glyphty and Velocity have been that duo you've been watching this entire game. But the reason you see those 2 goals on the pitch so far, but hold on, Peachy Boy trying to get that corner read. Instead, it does go in field for Ripper, but we saw 2 players there from Sound waiting on the goal line, ready to clear that one forward. And now Peachy again back on the ball, and this is what you want to see from Sound if you want a chance that they can deny that match point situation. But this defense from Morley Town Hall, it's so organized right now, and it's Glyphty again low on boost, but bringing that ball wide for the team which looks a little better. Ouch. All I can say there, ouch. And it's going to hurt even more if they get the counter-attack goal. Oh,
that was lucky. A bit too close, but lucky nonetheless. It served its purpose. Serve with a flip reset. Shot in. Saved by 2 men. It's going to be once again knocked away. Rippy. Good organized skill here, I have to say. He's equally just been the cornerstone of the possible shots and the bumps and the demos. He's been the opener for Team Sound here, and they're finally finding an opportunity. Ball bouncing away. Velocity is able to read it, and Forceful now will send it down. Cleared away with an area play. Will there be a save? It seems there will be. Rippy once again. Offense, defense, wherever you want to put him. This man is confident wherever he gets to be placed here. Peachy with control of the ball from the corner. Great control of the pace here, especially in the air like that, with 2 men knocking around ready to throw that ball away from your hands here. Serve with a save will not happen. Gets cleared away down once again by Velocity, the playmaker of the team.
Small gaps feel so wide when you're against Morley Town Hall. Velocity sees that opening, sees he can get to that ball faster, and it's just Sound we're out of rotation by a beat, but that beat is enough for Morley Town Hall. 3 goals, and they're goals that have come so quickly, and it's small opportunities which have made big goals, big plays, and of course big score lines. And if there's one positive I can say is coming from Sound, it's been Peachy Boy so far. He's really been the player who, whenever he's gotten that ball, he's swept his way forward. He's tried to create some of these opportunities. But for the most part, they haven't been finding the line, but Serve looking to change the tempo.
This is definitely a slight shift here, but it's no different to the game we saw previously where the scoreline is eerily similar as well once again. So 3-1, still in favor for Team Morley Town Hall as this structural team has been advancing goal upon goal and shot upon shot, and every one of them has mainly really found the back of the net here against Team Sound. So they're not looking too sound, as the Irish say here. They're not looking too peachy as well. I'll be here all evening with my jokes, you know. I think the Comedy Town Club here is very much situated in Town Hall. With a shot coming in, I really need to stop. And so too is the game as it's nearing the last bit of the end here, the upper echelons, and this team, Morley Town Hall, has echoed their wins once again from the beginning once we saw that first goal go in their favor. Morley Town Hall now with 2 on point for a gentleman's sweep, Sir Pig.
Well, come for the players here, stay for the casters. Unfortunately, Sound did get served in that last game, but Morley Town Hall still need to take 1 more to get themselves that grand final spot here. And so far, I really don't see any other outcome. This sweep almost seems probable. Of course, we did get that goal from Sir right at the end there, but it just felt like a one-off mistake from Morley Town Hall, which you really haven't seen for the rest of the series? The rest of the day, even? They haven't lost a game, do I need to remind you, Ground Zero? I don't think it's going to start here.
No, I don't think. I think that's what separates a team like this is their undying confidence. They've been long passing. Some of the people, more often than not, I've seen 2 players reign in defense with only 1 attacker, and it's just long passes, and they find their mark. They are top tier marksmen with their chemistry right now, and it's exhibiting itself truly within the duration of these two games. And like you said, it's a very dominant team. Sound were in for a battle of a lifetime, really, and sadly they just haven't met the demands that Morley Town Hall has been placing out to them. A policy change here, I think, is in due for this third game, which is their last opportunity, really, for more serve and as their team Sound to try and send it off in the last one. Hail Mary, you know, try your best, see what you can pull off. At this point, this other team, they're looking like they're freestyling with 3 men up there with the attack, and Sound are still struggling to even get their ball out of their half sometimes. Well, they finally found an assist in the force of the face of velocity, and it's gone right away once more. Glyfty off the backboard will pinch it with his own teammate. Looks like they're kind of an infighting has began over to see who has the ball, and Peachy in the Octane now instead of the Fennec, and opening possibly, but Forceful will be the one to save it away once more. Up into the air, one man already pre-jumping between Glyfty. A pinch with the third man, Velocity looking for a shot. I told you these lads are here to have fun. I think they're ready to sacrifice a possible game, and the first goal goes in favor for Team Sound as Ripperay will be able to get a goal. Cleared away by Peachy. Good pinch in there, served up by Pass, and serve himself up, setting it up for their team. 1-0 already is what we get for DFH Stadium.
And well, Sound, of course, even they've been triple committed and they know that Morley Town Hall are having a bit of fun, but you've just got to take those opportunities, put the ball in the back of the net, and you never know. Morley Town Hall could fight off a little more than they can chew. Fantastic save there coming from Ripperay, who has to convert that to offense. Sidewall to play that ball across, but we just didn't see that connection there from Peachy Boy. He might get his second opportunity. Not if Velocity has anything to say about it, and he's there again for that second save. Right from Vorsful. One team is here to compete. One team is here to have fun, and Morley Town Hall do it in style.
Beautiful redirect. What a goal coming in. Velocity sent that from his half here. 2 men, Glyfty and Vorsful were both at the jump, ready for that touch, but Vorsful the first one to gain to it. Glyfty just gets a fleeting touch of the ball, jumping a pre-jump once they save in the midfield. It's always a problem, it seems, to even do anything with the ball. They go up in there. There's 1 man already. There's 2 men even ready to jump at the fray. Another shot comes in. Glyfty keeps up the pressure. Ripperay low boost. So is Peachy. They're desperate for something to fill their tanks, so they're going to use the wall dashes to cut down that distance. Vorsful shot open, possibly trying to get an air dribble or a flip reset touch at the backboard. A save there, a bump on the last man. Glyfty will not get a goal. Velocity, though, is trying to get up a sidewall redirect. Oh my god, it just wants up the post. A bit too close for my liking. And they're still feeling a little bit more peachy than I expected. They kept up the pressure, low boost, and, you know, even with this kind of low stock in their half, they've managed to do what is seems the impossible, and is deal with the pressure that this team has been inputting against them for the past above a plus minute, I believe, at this point, with only 3 minutes left of this game. 2 minutes haven't been passed in this game. Still in a stalemate, I would have to say, with Ripper hoping to get a goal. Peachy with a shot, and a 2 men required with a save, but Forceful will clear it down. Serve, just hoping to keep up the pressure and keep it in their half here. In the meantime, Ripper beaten to the ball by Glyfty. Down once again to Peachy. Shot open. Forceful will block it. Serve with a 50 of his own to the pinch from this corner wall, and it's not going to work. They're not finding the angles that they're really wanting to see here, and we might just see a big open net with Velocity.
Well, you wanted to talk about angles. Velocity is showing you how you close them down. Another redirect, perfectly placed in that top right corner. I'm just wondering, where is the weak point for Morley Town Hall? You see them double commit in defense, but their speedy recoveries are such a big part of their game. It allows them to have all 3 positions so high because they'll just recover back into defense quick as a flash when you need them to, and even when they're double committing, it's fine. They'll get back in position before the Sound players can even get a second touch. This was supposed to be the hardest matchup here in the upper bracket, and Morley Town Hall making it look easy.
They're eating this team like it's for breakfast right now. They're chewing them down, and they're having fun along with the time at the same time. It's like watching a cat play with a mouse right now, because they know they have the game in their favor. They don't need to do anything extraneous, but yet they're still out here trying to make this game as entertaining as possible. With a bump like that, that's a possible opening here. Peachy is going to be beat by Glyfty in the midfield. Just only leaves it for 1 touch, hoping to see his teammates kind of get their proverbial time with the ball as well in the spotlight. Everyone up in the air. Forceful touchdown. It's an aerial dribble play, and it's going to be pinched away for the save. Glyfty still keeping the ball aerialing around. And with this power, let's see if they're able to do something with it. Sound still beating the ball by Forceful. Up in the air, Rippy Ray, but 50 beats him to the backboard touch. 50 pinch once more. And they're outplayed every single time. Just when it seems like they might get a touch of the ball, it always is outplayed once again. Like case in point right there, Forceful beating him out. Velocity trying to find his teammate Glifty. Low boost, we can't really extenuate himself more than he was allowed to with the limited amount of boosts he had available in his tank. Peachy just sending it down. Glifty misses the ball. This might be the first mistake we see in a while. Only one goal needed. It's floating over the goal line. Serve!
And hope it doesn't in.
2-2 to tie it up. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Well, this was unexpected. One play comes out and you just see that the Morley Town Hall players bumping each other on the goal line. I asked, what is the weakness for Morley Town Hall? What team can beat them? At the moment, it's looking like themselves.
Wow. This is, I think the second I saw this team got a goal, I saw the pressure started instantly beginning, like the calls of it instantly began. An immediate bump. They were not happy with having a tie here happening within the last minute. They said, no, we want to have our fun. We want to make this a game where we win, even if the goal line remains pretty similar. As I said, 3-2, less than a minute left. Does Sound have any hope here? It may seem as diminishing as the seconds do tick by. Forceful up in the air, sends it down to the corner. He gets a flip reset, hoping to get a freestyle set up there. I don't know how he's thinking of doing a clip here in this moment, but Peachy with a shot corner touch. Oh my god, what a skim on the ball.
Now this was well worked. This was their first goal that really came from themselves. It's a perfect infield pass there from Ripperay. And Peachy matching the plays we've seen from Town Hall so far, where it's just perfect placement into those corners. It doesn't matter what level of play. Those corners are the golden spots. If you can land it there, it's so hard to stop. And we could be seeing ourselves our first overtime, depending on what Morley Town Hall have on the script.
I think the script is demanding a Morley Town win, because like we said, it didn't take too long before we saw a goal occur, and this one might just be it. Oh my god, I'm a curse! I'm a curse! What is this power that I have? I speak goal and suddenly it just comes into being. What a shot coming in, open net, and I have to say that the confidence from the side of Team Sound, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight to see. But once you let the cat out of the bag, you're up too far upfield here. You're immediately gonna get that diminished the second this team finds an opening, and they will make sure that ball finds the back of the net, no matter what, even if they have to wait 5 minutes to do so. So Morley Town Hall with another possible win, and there's that opening I speak about. Oh my god, Velocity missed that open net. Could have been the final nail of the coffin, really. And I think Sound, they're kind of just touching that ball a bit too hard. No teammate really ready for the ball away, and the finally falls down in favor for Morley Town Hall with the gentleman sweep, 3-0 in their favor.
Well, that was a dangerous performance there from Morley Town Hall. Can any team really stop them? Of course, they now advance to that grand finals in that best of 7. And no one can beat them on level ground, but it's weighted. They're going to get a game advantage already in that grand final. Some team is going to have to beat this team. They're going to have to pull out something very special. Could it be Sound again? We're just going to have to find out. That all depends on that lower finals result.
Exactly. It's not all lights out just yet there, Sir Pig. There's still a bit of the tunnel, because this is what Redirect offers. It offers you a second chance. So it is a double elimination bracket. They will have another time to possibly make it back up. You never know what the script may offer. Even we don't have the script today, which is kind of a surprise. So I think we might have to talk to production after this and tell us, where is the script. But Morley Town Hall, they're looking like a team that's all the way destined to meet themselves at the best of 7 at the grand finale, no matter what. 1-0, they just did an gentleman sweep, and that's a great sight to see from the start. But Sound, I still have a lot of compliments to be able to give to them, especially with their control. I just think their rotation was out of whack, and the team Morley Town Hall were just a bit too in tune today. So a bigger battle than they expected, and nonetheless a good game win. Overall, Morley Town Hall, an exemplary team to be able to observe here tonight with you, Sir Pig. So that's the first game done. We're gonna wait until the next best of 5 in the meantime. So we'll see you back hopefully after a quick little break there. In the meantime, don't go anywhere. There's more Rocket League to watch.
Baby, I can feel your energy, it's making me realize everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, everything we've been through makes us strong enough. You and I, you and I.
She found a way into my heart. Oh, oh, she don't make out, no, she make art. And I need a way to treat it, 'cause I keep getting high off of her. Off of her. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you. Back to long nights can get me feeling lonely. Hey. And hearing music that can make me smile. But the way I feel with her cannot be explained. But one thing still remains on my mind. I know that you'd be bad from the minute I saw you. But somehow I keep running back to you. Back to you. my feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul. I've gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all the way through time and space if I'm ever to see you. And I'll go. Lift my feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul. I've gotta go all the way to eternity. I will run all the way to see you. I've gotta go all the way through time and space if I'm ever to see you. And I'll go. And I'll go. And I'll go. Lift my feet off the ground, let gravity take me up. As beautiful as it's been, it's time for me to go. I wanna sail away, I wanna feel the weightlessness of my soul.
Replaying your words there in my head. When you're not here, I'm stuck in bed. I'm starting to break. I'm starting to break. I'm starting to break down. Watch all of the bullets fall to the ground. You took a shot and I'm yours now. But I'm starting to break. I'm starting to break down, break down, break down, break down. house on the lake, far from LA. I'm not the type to obey. I'm not the one you can tame. Yeah, let's get lost in my ways. Ooh, take me where your monsters hide. They don't dance, they don't dance in the daylight. Down, you've got me so high. I think it's safe to say I do need you. I love you. I do need you.
I've got you hanging on my words. Taste so sweet even when they hurt. You wanna feel, wanna fall in love, wanna give it all up. But you don't want to lose your control, control. Are we playing this game? Oh, are we playing this game? Are you too afraid, or are you giving in? Let the games begin, 'cause I play to win. I playing this game. Cause I play to win. Don't want to lose cause I play to win. You fear that love is hard to find. Not in your heart, but in your mind. Are we playing this game? Oh, are we playing this game? Are you too afraid, or are you giving in? Let the games begin, 'cause I play to win. I playing this game. Cause I play to win. Don't want to lose control. Cause I play to win. Cause I play to win. Paralyze my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice tracing on my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us whole, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Redirect 3v3 Monthly. My name is Sir Picasus and I do share the booth. Still here with Ground Zero. This time we've got ourselves a lower final with returning Sound and new team Decadencia, the second seed heading into this tournament.
Ooh, that's an interesting prospect to see for what may be a very, very good lower bracket final as well. Decadencia, so it's very odd to see them all the way down at the bottom playing off against the 14th team, especially Sound, who we saw previously being the first broadcasted team we observed, getting a gentleman's swept. So will it be the same theme against Decadencia or the number 2nd seed? Or will they be able to finally return back and maybe have a revenge arc against the very team that brought them down all the way to the lower bracket? I believe it's a best of 5 as well here, Pig. So let's run predictions. Who do you think will win this one as well?
Oh, well, Decadencia, they are on absolute demon time. Like you said, just coming off the back of beating that team that knocked them down in the first place. I think they're here for a vengeance. I'm going to guess 3-1. Getting ready to go into that grand final, but there's only one way to find out, ladies and gentlemen. We've got all 6 players here in the lobby. This is the lower finals. 1 spot awaits for that grand, for that £100 prize pool. Here we go.
I'm excited to see what becomes the ending of a very, very good tournament. This has been one of the, I would say, not too many issues, and it doesn't really happen with a tournament, especially of this small, but we got some great teams, some great names, and equally so some great shots here tonight. The first one, we've seen clips. I'm expecting to see some amazing shots here, especially with these names in the lobby itself. I think especially from the likes of Ripure, who was actually playing very well, and I think he's going to continue on with the momentum that he's garnered for himself, and along with the likes of Peachy. So fatigue, though, is a problem, and I think this is a problem that comes on especially in the lower bracket, because they have something to prove. It's not just the ego, it's the pride as a player. So with the first minute, I haven't really seen anything to go home about, but a lot of pressure has been mounting in favor for Team Sound, as they've been kind of just blocking off a lot of the shots here. Quite not too dissimilar to what was happening to them from Morley Town Hall.
And in fact, trying to bring this ball forward, but Ripper, a great block there in front, tries to keep that attack going, but Peachy, a bit too far back to get that initial shot, so instead we'll try and create one for their teammate, but Isaac regaining that ball, and it's Ripper who's back into the play, and Decadencia, they're hot off the back of game 3 in a best of 3, whereas Sound, they've been waiting for quite some time now, but doesn't look like they've taken that break. They are back in and they seem warm already.
Their hearts ablaze and blood's pumping with energy. They're looking solid. Might be the first goal we see, but what a save from Rife. What a beautiful moment there, especially to just clip it off. It was the first opening we've seen in a bit there, especially from the sound of the side of Sound here. Another good shot coming in. Serving up a platter. They're taking their time, especially these two teams. I believe they're very unfamiliar with each other, which, to be honest, makes sure that some teams take that hesitant step, unlike where we saw the first game. Oh my god, what a save from Rife, coming in the nick of time. Just about managed to clip it away into the corner, and this one might be the first goal we see. Possibly a double tap might be born here. We do see that happening. Serve misses the ball completely. In the first opening we've seen after half the game having been exactly gone, and sharp, we see the first goal. Rife with a beautiful double tap.
And we haven't seen many attacks altogether between these two teams, but when Decadencia had that open net in front of them, of course they took the opportunity. Rife, first shot, first goal. Can't ask for anything more.
Yeah, well, it's first come, first serve, and it's Serve who sadly then will be missing. A double tap coming in from the squishy save, nearly had it, but Ripure could not come in time. And Shiri, who is currently mewing on a mewing streak, so I think comms might be a little bit difficult, but I think the mew factor has suddenly just, buffed them by double, it seems, because they got their second goal here, 2-0. GG's in the first one. I think they're coming back, and they've opened up the floodgates for goals, and a lot of them, it seems, here, especially with the demo coming out the kickoff.
And this performance currently mogging Sound, and I'm sure that mewing has really helped to reach that kind of echelon of play, but right now, still back on the ball, pops that ball up beautifully there for Isaac. No matter what the position is, they're able to make something happen here, and typically when you see a team in the lower bracket, you expect them to be weaker, But we mustn't forget, they are the second seed. They were the team that were the sleeping giants early in the tournament, but I think that beast has awoken, and they've been all over Sound in the later stages of this game.
Yeah, the latter half of it has been very much in control from them. Might be the first goal we see. Ripiere, a demo from serve. But nothing more than that. They've made openings, just not the execution, which actually gets them that last, reaches them that last destination, which is vital for them to actually do anything meaningful in the game that gets them results, which might push them all the way to the grand final for the best of 7. So another a beat away. Machidi hoping to save it away from Serve. That's a pinch that goes down from the ceiling. He gets a goal. What an angle and a tight situation of which they come out on top of 2-1. Serve with a ceiling pinch. The slow one, but it manages to catch off Rife, who were not expecting that ball to go so low. And 2-1, they finally bite back against the team, the team that is mewing against them, it seems.
And well, that play confused the defense, confused me as well. Rife!
Oh no!
It's getting that goal, and Sound's goal, that little bit of goal difference that they were able to reclaim, all led to nothing.
Ay, that was just not something I was expecting. They had kickoffs under control against team, their opposition previously, Team Morley Town Hall, but all of a sudden, it seems like they're kind of, eating out of a different platter, especially now with so many kickoffs. It's a very, very aggressive team. I think the second they got the goals, they just decided to change up strategy, which I guess in this case, it really has caught Sound off guard. It's working right now to its maximum. They have not let in too many goals, controlled the shot output, and their defense has been exemplary to observe here, especially from the likes of Team Decadencia. Not much criticism to say against them. The feedback is very, very positive, but from the side of Team Sound, lots to say and lots to do, especially now they have a best of 5, so there is still a good amount of time and a good amount of hope that can still rest on the back of their heads. But with very much failed aerial plays like that, it kind of diminishes just a slight bit.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, that clock has gone down. I must say, this has been a match where all of a sudden everything is happening, and then the next will have 2 minutes where, they're just bringing the ball between each other. Isaac looking for that ball. Fantastic save from Peachy Boy. But it just about isn't enough. And, well, it's been 5 goals in this game, and on paper it's been a high-scoring affair, but I must say the offensive play really hasn't reflected that. Most opportunities, they've been relatively simple, just kind of booming balls back and forth and certainly play in the midfield. But once it's gotten to that final third, we haven't really seen much action. But once that opportunity has shown itself, these teams, they've taken every opportunity when they've come.
Yep. It's just lying in wait, waiting to see what will happen. Whenever you get a good, confident play, it's one that they've been able to equally so confidently take as well from the side of Team Decadencia. Well, they're not the number 2 seed for no reason, and it makes sense. Now contributing to a win for themselves in the first one. There will be a quick server remake. There seems to be some issues specifically with the ping, so that might have kind of lended to the issue as well, to be honest, why there might be a bit of a problem specifically with the how the performance from Sound. So I think, in my opinion, it may have just been, we might see a different style of play by the end from from specifically Sound after this change in servers. So I'm pretty confident that they will come back. They had this game on lock for the first half. I do love some changes coming in, but I think it was a bit too sharp near the end, specifically whenever the first double tap came, and it felt like it was a whole different team that we were watching rather than the confident Sound that was playing in the first one against team Morley Town Hall, and all of a sudden it felt like it was a whole new team that kind of got degraded as the time went by. But you know what, let's hope it changes once again. There still seems to be some problems with the server.
Yeah, of course, some of these players, they've memorized some of the server names and which ones naturally have a little bit of higher ping than the other ones, and but on that roll there's a prize ball here, of course, so they want their best shot possible to reach that grand finals, get a bit of that prize ball, and they don't want to leave it up to any luck, any lag, any ping, anything like that. But if we do want to talk about what we saw in the pitch there, it was very different to that first series. Like I said, despite it being high scoring, certainly there weren't many scary opportunities, it must be said, but that comes from these players being able to defend the play before it even gets to those final opportunities. I mean, Sound, when they were in that upper bracket, they were happy to very much defend on that goal line. It was definitely a high-risk strategy, and it's usually what you have to face when you're against a team like Morley Town Hall that do play so high, do play so offensive, but you are kind of forced within the bounds of your own box. It's not the same situation here. Decadencia haven't shown to be that same level of offensive like we saw from Town Hall, but equally they are a team that take their opportunities. They'll be a bit more patient doing so. Definitely a lower risk strategy, and well, so far it has worked for them.
It has. It's been efficient. We're just waiting on the last team to, whenever they can, possibly join so we can get this game underway. The only problem is it has been ping. Otherwise, it's been pretty sound. I have to say from Sound though. I love saying sound because it's such an Irish phrase to say okay. But they've been chilling. Sound haven't been putting up too worse of a performance in comparison to their fight for their lives against Morley Town Hall. It's equally so. The pressure is mounting. It's built up back once again, and I think they're definitely gonna have to try their best in this one with already a loss in the first game. And they're definitely going to use the excuse of ping. It does make sense, but you can't let it be the one thing that dominates your mindset, as you do have two more opportunities that might come by, and you can try and reverse sweep to find yourself within another chance to meet your opponent at the final. What a shot. Good play from Peachy, but equally so well credited save from Nashidi. Looks like I said, that mewing factor does add a beautiful buff here. Double tap opportunity for Rife. Saved there by Serve. This one will be one he stops from Rife this time. Early on, the first 30 seconds, it's been very dominant with the pressure there from the side of team Decadencia. They've not been letting up on it at all, and I think there definitely is starting to feel there's a little bit of sweat that's broiling on the foreheads of team Sound, who are not chilling at all. They're actually quite hot. It's been rough, and they finally might find a breakaway in the form of Peachy, but Rife still keeping up that midfield control, which we love to see from teams who quite undermine the ability, which is such an underrated maneuver to try and control the midfield. You control the midfield is what I say, and you control the pressure and the flow of the game. And in this point here, Team Decadencia want to really do it. Passing plays all around the final opening. But save from Peachy, clipped off the post. And once again, the flow still continues with the pressure. It's been 1 minute 30 seconds. This game has been quite well dominated, but sometimes a breakaway does happen. We do often see goals coming in from the opposition.
Yeah, of course, those quick counters that can be the entire difference between a game win or even a series win in these kind of games, especially when it's high stakes, especially when you're not going to let them score. Machete! Less focus on the mewing streak, more on his placement there, and we would have had himself a goal. And, well, Decadencia haven't had much opportunity so far in this game. You've got to be able to take them, and it's a poor start so far, but 3 minutes left, and you do technically still have a clean slate. It's just going to be something that will play in the back of your mind now.
Yeah, no, does it spell your downfall? It looks like it does, because Ripurai will be the first one to score the goal. Both teams have been teams that set up a goal right on the halfway line. So obviously something where history repeats itself from the previous game, but this time the tables do turn in favor for Team Sound. And that was a passing that actually happened from Rife. He passed to Peachy in the midfield, and suddenly we turned into a goal from Ripurai, who ripped that ball, sent it flying to the back of the opposition's net there. Great goal. But I think they're not going to be happy. Decadencia definitely will be unsatisfied with the ending of that one, where otherwise Nashidi definitely had a very, very good opportunity for a goal. And I think we might see possibly some return back, especially in the midfield now with Vizak passing it to Rife. Rife back down to Isaac, but sadly was not an opportunity. Missed that demo play there, but Nashidi will keep that ball floating in the midfield, up in the air by Vizak, who gets beat on the 50 by Peachy. And in control once more, floating around with a flick. Just try not to give any opportunities for Team Sound to really have, massive amount of control to the ball. Especially, with a team like this, they know what to do with it. Opening once more, but if it gets blocked, Vizak and Nashidi will be fighting over possession. Who gets the ball first? It's going to be Vizak winning that battle in the end. Jumping up once more, hoping to find his teammate Rife. Clips it over one, down to Nashidi. And this time, it will not be a goal that goes in again. I was about to congratulate him on a goal that he missed from the last one, but no, what a save. Coming in once more, last man down. He's sent himself down flying trying to stop that shot in its tracks, but we see another opening. Rife going for a clip shot with a corner redirect. Peachy looking a bit awkward. It's tense here on the goal. But with the blue side, they have not let down on the pressure just yet.
Rife now, back on the ball, trying to send that one wide to her teammates. Vizek has two teammates waiting in field, but will try and go alone instead. That backboard, he had it read. It was Ripperay who had to get that clearance, and so far he's been fantastic in defense. Not even when he was faked high, he was able to save that low shot, but now he's going to have to try and convert that into an offense. But Nishiti quickly regaining that ball. That musty flick, however, not going to challenge Peachy too much. That flip reset does lead to a 50-50 again. Ripperay back to Peachy. We saw redirects in the first series, not this time. Instead, it's been the passing plays, the combinations which both teams have been trying to find, and this one not been as high scoring as before, but serve will go alone and served on a platter off that backboard. Second goal, easy as you like. Give him the ball, he will deliver.
He delivered quite nicely on a golden platter even. He went a bit fancy with the double tap, but nonetheless, you know what? A final nail in the coffin against Team Decadencia, who finally met their match here. And it looks like that server issue was exactly what was hindering Team Sound from a possible win. Now, that's a great flick from Isaac. Off the kickoff as well. What beautiful control. And this is what Rocket League does. It changes the shift and it changes the tone immediately after one mistake even. Serve got demoed. And suddenly we see an opening there. Peachy just about missed the timing on the jump for the flick. So just a bit of a problem. In the meantime, we've still got 40 seconds off another kickoff, and we're going to have to see, is there still hope that rides on the back of Decadencia as they aim for a gentleman's sweep, which I don't think they're going to be able to do like their counterparts. Morley Town Hall, a serve, gets up another 50, up into the air. Isaac trying to find his teammate, sends it out flying. Rippy Ray, low boost, but he will possibly have control. Nashchetti will try an opening, and it's a demo there on Isaac. Sadly for them, it's Rife fighting over the ball with no boost as well. It just seems like a tussle more than an organized team we saw from the last one, from where they were spawning goals upon goals, opening upon opening, ball floating down, Rife, and everybody missing off the backboard. Tragedy strikes against Decadencia, who were so close in the last fleeting seconds of this game. The ball's still alive though. Nashidi dribbling control. Is he gonna get a flick? It will be saved by the last man back, Peachy. What a defensive masterclass from him. He had three men fighting over him there on that ball.
They got desperate there at the end from Decadencia, but that was exactly how they had to play. One goal behind. Seconds left on the clock. They needed that overtime to try and keep their lead here. But Sound on the defense, even when it was a 1v3, they were able to shut things down. And like you said, if Ping really was the blame in that first game for Sound not getting that win, well, they have to practice these weighted series regardless if you do want to go to that grand finals. And this is the perfect opportunity. Sound looking strong, but Decadencia, it's not exactly been a blowout. This is a team that's had the opportunities, and actually the stats ahead of us, it was 4 shots for Sound against 11 for Decadencia. Defensive masterclass there coming from Sound, and equally they're a team that were able to take their opportunities when they came. And well, that's the kind of play you need as well in those grand finals against Town Hall, who aren't going to give you many chances.
Nope, not at all. I think this is a team where you can kind of warm up preemptively before the grand finale, and you can, now you can really stack yourself against a team like that and see, do you have any hope that still rides on the back of yourselves here, especially since I believe it was Velocity who said instant payment, get ready to pay us already. He wants to pre-check out the payment from the grand finale. He's that confident. So if you want to remove that confidence, you got to put up an equally confident gameplay here, and we move into DFA Stadium for the third game of this best of 5 for the grand finale of the lower bracket, and both teams now equal in the setting here, 1-1. And now I think honestly, whoever breaks through will be the one to take this best of 5. What a shot coming in, right foot control, leaves it to a fake from his teammate. Isaac was ready, Ripper a backflip, sadly for him it bounced off the post and into the back of the net. First 10 seconds already a dominance play there from the side of Decadencia.
It was so small, the gap between Ripperay and that post there. If he was just behind, just a little bit further, he would have been able to get that one. And equally, of course, if he pulled off the double jump instead of backflipping, it shows how sometimes positioning can bail you out. And if it is slightly wrong, that can be the difference here. Of course, Decadencia having that lead. We saw that second opportunity fly towards Manette as well, but Sound were able to make that defense. It feels like at the moment these two teams just trading games, trading opportunities. Ripperay has found one. That initial ball does go wide and he's not able to sneak that one in. So instead, it's back in field and we're back to normal open play.
Oh, I can't wait to see how well this goes now. Especially with an opening once again, Rife! He strives for goals, he strives for goals, he strives for shots, and he gets them. What a pass from Nashidi. The buff acting once again, and that great opening 2-0. And I think Sound. I think they got an underhanded deal here from the side of Decadencia. Decadencia here. They just gave them a false, fleeting sense of hope, only to crush it suddenly in the first minute of the third game between these two. I think Decadencia realized they have to step it up. They wanna win this game as well and take themselves to the grand finals for a better chance of a bigger split of the prize pool here. Peachy off the backboard will send it up, but Mashidi was far faster. He's kind of messing up the control here, absolutely. So it looks like a bit panicked moment from their side. Sound, they haven't been able to respond back. Usually these teams have been in a tussle for a good first half of the game, around 2 minutes 50 exactly before a goal finally happens. But I think, Decadencia, they're really leveled up here, and you'd love to see some good growth as the games do go by. That's a good pass and play. A pinch coming in, flies down to the ceiling. Backboard set up for Ripurai, who's gonna be fighting off Isaac. Open net serve! Ball served to him on a silver platter, so a good change of pace, and they get the first goal.
Ripperay, I love that. Hit that ball high for a teammate and go for the goalkeeper. Open things up, make it easy, and you can get yourself back into this game. Decadencia trying to hustle them. I mean, they've played much better in this third game than they did the second, but Sound, they've stepped up to the plate. They've alleviated themselves just like Decadencia have done, and now this looks to be quite a close game now for the end of it. 3 minutes do remain. We've got the majority of it still to go, and we see Peachy here. 100 boost is challenged high there by Isaac, and Nashiti does try to stay close to that one, but Ripperay's hit will go straight to an orange card. The field domination in the hands of Decadencia within these past 30 seconds, and Peachy Boy having to get mechanical to try and turn those tides. But Decadencia, again, don't let it go far. They haven't put themselves in many defensive situations since that last goal has gone in, but Peachy Boy in defense, it's been clean with the save so far, and defensively, they have been sound.
Well, they've been in control finally. They found their mark once again. They're regaining that confidence that they were exhibiting previously, and the speed. It's slowly matching the expectations we had here of these two teams playing it off. I just think there's some issues specifically with the rotation coming from the Sound. Otherwise, they're coming back and they know they're trying to meet their demands here that are expected of them, especially now with the game reaching past 2 minutes, and it's the seconds that are ticking by, still against the favor of Team Sound as they try and find their second goal. Flip reset, that's an air dribble to the backboard, serve! Serve! What a goal!
There was the setup here from Peachy Boy from his own half, getting the flip reset and able to control the ball as well, just for those extra few touches to keep that defense guessing. And of course, serve, you give him an open net, he's not going to miss that opportunity. Back to level pegging now here in game 3. The match to put a team on match point. And Peachy Boy, he sees that open net ahead of him, but he just doesn't have the boost count nor the speed to be able to carry that one across. That one runs away from him and now is back into defense. And I was worried there from Ripperay, who just happened to go away from that ball. It looked like a completely open net there for Decadencia, but no one was able to clean that one up. It's Serve again who will pop that ball high. Isaac able to read it, and I think the thing that Sound were missing early in this game, there were 3 players who were strong individually, but you critiqued them for their rotations before, and I think it was exactly that. They didn't quite have that connection. They didn't have the chemistry, and unfortunately, it showed itself here. He's brought the ball around and it just seems like there was a disconnect. The ball not powerful enough. Serve turned away where I think ideally he wanted to be facing towards the middle there to collect that ball if anything. And Decadencia, just like the Sound have done themselves, are going to take that opportunity.
Yep. It's otherwise been a very good game that I would, like I said, like, you know, it's such a well-controlled game from Decadencia especially. They've been playing beautiful. They've been playing with chemistry. They've been keeping the team in mind more than anything else. They have had their fleeting mistakes, the likes of some double commits, which had opened up some possible opportunities for some, but it's not been opportunities that really they can confidently bank off of, which I think they're looking for right now. Their confidence has taken a slight bit of a hit, but they're still keeping up the pressure as best as they can. And into the corner, taking his Peachy, fighting off Rife as they go off of the backboard up into the air. Will be the first. It's going to be served down to Peachy. A clip over one man, beat over the second nearly, but Nashidi will win that 50. A challenge win away. Rife with a shot, saved there by Serve. So close, but no touch to the ball.
And Decadencia, they had the lead for the majority of the game, and for a second there we thought it'd be threatened by Sound, but with 14 seconds left to go and Decadencia regaining that 2-goal lead, I think this is almost match point secured for them. Of course, miracles do happen, and we have had an impressive kickoff there coming from Sound. Peachy wants to force his way through, but Visek does get that save. 5 seconds left on the clock. 3-2, and it has become impossible. Decadencia will take this game, and Sound must win 2 in a row if they want to return to the upper bracket for a grand final showdown.
Ooh, it's a team which on paper may be separated by seed, but it looks like they're matching each other with every other aspect of their gameplay. It's a back and forth, as you said, Pig. You mentioned it earlier, and I have to call it back. It's a back and forth between games and back and forth between goals. They're just trading everything they can possible here. And I think the bigger problem from Sound is just their execution. Sometimes it falls through whenever they're looking confident, and then all of a sudden it feels like it takes a hit by the time Decadencia, or the other opposition in this case, them being Decadencia, finally find their footing again and they get goals. So we saw hope, that's for sure, where they had a good amount of time and they managed to tie up the game. But after that, down the drain once more, they could not find it, and it seems that the opposition's rotation finally found its footing, and all of a sudden this game just goes back in their favor. So 2-1, they're on match point. That's a very threatening position for the likes of Sound, who are still looking for a rematch against Morley Town Hall in the upper bracket. So will it happen? It looks tough to really judge at this position that we're stuck into right now. So let's pray and hope it works out in the end, as you still have one more game to try and take it to a Champions Field Game 5. I'd be excited to see that happening at least once here on the stream.
Absolutely, and it keeps Morley Town Hall waiting as well. Of course, they already have been since that upper final matchup. Now it's just this lower finals, which I do wonder if they are watching on or not. But despite these two teams' really strong performance in that last game, I still think it was a scoreline dictated by mistakes. I think the team that irons themselves out better in this game will be the one to take it all on, because I think once you do iron out those mistakes, it's very hard for a team to stop you around that point. I think even Sound can get those 2-game wins in a row. I think there's a chance that this series is dictated by this game, regardless if we go to Game 5 or not.
It will definitely be decided here. I think this will be the final game. And if the final nail in the coffin happens against Sound, well, you know why it happened. It's just because of some, games mistakes that separate seeds for a very good reason. It's not just the ranks, but it's overall your team performance and team chemistry is decided right here, right then. This is a great passing play. An opening.
Well, you want to talk about chemistry, Ground Zero? Decadencia, show it! Infield pass.
Oh my god!
What a way to create a goal!
That bump on last man back, it felt like I was watching Auto CS with a calm like that. That is beautiful to see from the likes of Decadencia, who opened up the floodgates for the first goal, and Serve will get the second. 1-1, they tie it up once again. It's only been the first minute.
Oh, and up the high of that last masterful goal. Serve has taken that opportunity to catch the opponents off guard. It was an excellent ceiling touch there to set himself up perfectly for that floating high shot. They're back to equal. It's 2 fantastic goals to get themselves there. And, well, they're warmed up into the new stadium.
It's back to square one, as I like to call it there. Especially considering it's 1-1 series-wise. Oh, well. They went goal line wise, and Nashidi will be open to change it. Double tap. It's all goal tragedy. What? What even happened there? Up into the air, Nashidi getting that double tap, looking like Zen with that kind of control. Used his last boost and Serve off the backboard. That is an absolute Shakespearean tragedy. Even Shakespeare couldn't write that one, I believe.
Oh, and it was just, he went for that early commit. He really tried to predict that shot before it happened, and by the time it had, it was too late to change his course. An own goal, it's an absolutely brutal way to concede, and it would be an absolutely brutal way to get knocked out of the tournament, because as it stands, Decadencia are going to the grand finals, and Vizek making that just the more probable. What a play. Sees Peachy high, fakes low, and keeps control as well, just so he can tuck it wider to those corners. It's an excellent play, and it's what you'd expect here from the second seed.
Peachy's been the cornerstone when it comes to second man and third man plays, and I think they finally realized that, especially Isaac last time, who's been an absolute the demon machine, the demo machine specifically when it comes to players in the last man back, and it's proved itself why. He last time he conceded a game win in Forbidden Temple was exactly because of Peachy. So now they have their eyesight lasered on the likes of Peachy, and they're gonna make sure his life is extremely difficult before he gets an opportunity to save another one of their shots. Now it's a 2-goal gap that separates these two teams, so they have a buffer goal, and the buffer goal is very useful for the likes of these scenarios where you're on match point. You don't need to be making any more extraneous effort. You just need to control the pace of the game. You control the flow of it, and you have the goal line already, under your thumb. What more do you need to do? Mistakes? Well, you need to probably up your defense, because Ripurai will be getting the second goal here.
Oh, and it was an incredible assist there coming from Serve. A breezy flake coming off the wall just to generate enough power off that back wall so that it could go back to teammate Ripurai. And we were speaking about how nice it is having that buffer goal, that insurance. Well, Decadencia, they've lost it now, and this scoreline is in reach for the Sound players.
There's a good amount of hope here once again. They've got their confidence slowly back up now when it seems like the other side are kind of making the mistakes. Rife here especially looks a bit panicked. Low boost, and he's just kind of going on the ball, which I think is a problem that they need to tack down right now before they lose any more goals here, which seemed like the probable, very, very probable ending if 2 minutes left here on the clock. I think there's more than enough time. We've seen these two teams score goals within 10 seconds of each other, which is an insane rate to have that kind of goal output. This is the final breakaway. Sound, an opportunity, 50 there. Rife misses the ball. Will have to be left up to a teammate. Also, pinch there between two people, passing it, but they're definitely looking a lot more panicked. They realize that for all their efforts and the confident plays that they had, that they can make mistakes, and they will arise if they do not control it. With 1 minute 30 seconds left here, I think they're still in lock for another goal. And from the side of Sound, I haven't really seen them do anything major, especially after that goal. Taking their time now, another breakaway, another demo. Everyone dead. It's an opening and a goal from Peachy.
And it just felt like the perfect play here was to go for that demo, because initially you think Serve is going to be the goal scorer, but we were talking about insurance before. That also matches itself on the pitch, Peachy being that insurance striker to get that goal in. And Decadencia in defense, they were looking a bit shaky. There was a breakaway before that when Nishiti was just about able to get that touch to bring that ball wide and to prevent that third goal earlier. But now Sound, they have the momentum. We're back to equal play. Decadencia cannot afford to just run down the clock anymore. A goal must happen, and it could decide our grand final contender.
It happened last time in the previous game. Might I call that back in DFH Stadium, where they were back up 2-2, and suddenly all of a sudden they scored a couple of goals, and it brought them right back into the winning game here. So I don't doubt that from the side of Team Decadencia that they're incapable of doing so. They're more than capable of doing exactly that of what is requested. A bump there coming from Isaac once more. Opening! A save! Hits off the boardwork, and it goes right back out. A breakaway happens. It's going to be a counterattack opportunity. Serve no boost. He just kind of flailingly jumped like a dying fish on a port. And it's not happening. An aerial play from, oh my god, Peachy. But a save there. A speed flip into the ball, stopping that ball from going anywhere near the net. Serve will save it away. Isaac, low boost. He's going to fake away one man. Pop over one more. Peachy has enough boost to counterattack that shot. 10 seconds. This is the first OT we've seen in a very long time.
And Sound have done well to hold on in defense, but they could create something in offense as well in the dying seconds here. Serve brings that ball forward. Nishiti waiting down for this one, doesn't waste any time, doesn't take the risk. We do have ourselves an overtime. Decadencia 1 goal away from getting that spot in the grand finals, but Sound have the opportunity to reset that, take it to game 5, and we'll have a much longer series. Serve on the ball, blocked here by Rife, and it's Nishiti.
Oh
could
no.
secure it for his
Oh,
team. You see
no.
Basic
Oh,
positioning.
no.
It was a crossbar. And it was just too much pressure on the defensive players. Decadencia end it in 4.
Oh, when I saw that ball on the top of his hood, I knew the last man had no hope. There was already a threat of a demo at the back. And Nashidi just had that ball, looking like Zen. What a beautiful flick, hit off the crossbar, bar down, and he was just ready for the read as well. He was, he's at home. He was at home there. What a beautiful play, an amazing game, and it will be Decadencia, the number 2 seed. Sadly, we will not see a major upset as we'd originally hoped it would happen, but Decadencia will be meeting Morley Town Hall in the grand final. But that lower bracket was an absolutely amazing game to be able to observe.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Nashiti especially, I think, performed well in that final game. A hat-trick coming out of 6 shots, and there was just something about Decadencia's rotations. They just seem a lot more connected than sound. I think if you look at the players individually, it doesn't seem like there was actually that much difference between them, but it was how they performed as a team that I think got them that grand final spot. And well, we got the matchup I think most people wanted heading into this tournament before anyone had played. It will be the first seed versus the second.
Ooh. Well, it felt like it was fate there. Someone, the script it was finally brought back to us. I mean, we had some criticisms about it there, but it's an amazing journey to see Sound back once again. They will go not empty-handed, I believe. So there's something hopeful to maybe look forward to. But nonetheless, the placement from them was pretty good. It's not too bad. It's not something that's a major letdown. You tried your best. You may not have succeeded today, but there is a next month. So Redirect Monthly will be back again for number 14. So don't go anywhere. If you guys are interested in signing up, please do so. But otherwise, it will be me and Pig taking a quick little break. There's more Rocket League to come as we will meet you in the grand final for a best of 7 instead of a best of 5. So you know what? More Rocket League to watch. What could go wrong?
Should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months where I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to move on. I can't seem to. I can't
Hello there, everybody. Welcome back. It is your boy Ground Zero along with Sir Pegasus in the booth for the grand finale of this Redirect monthly number 13. So we've had a very great showing, some amazing upper bracket and lower bracket moments here. We've seen Sound, we've seen them try and make it all the way for the revenge arc of this script, but sadly it's just wasn't written down, wasn't fated today. It will be the number 1 and number 2 seed. It will be Morley Town Hall and Decadencia. So it's going to be interesting to see these two teams play it off in the grand final, best of 7 as well. So Sir Pegasus, a bit different from best of 5, so they have a bit more ample time to spread out their play styles and their strategies over the course of this best of 7.
Certainly, weighted best of 7, Morley Town Hall having that first game advantage, of course, for being that upper bracket team. Decadencia, a team that dropped down pretty early, actually, from the uppers, so it was very impressive that they were able to go on that lower bracket run to reach this position. Of course, we did reward bronze in the last series there to Sound, that team that had been defeated by Morley Town Hall earlier, and it was quite a one-sided affair. So if that's something an upper bracket team can do, be interested to see what Decadencia can do coming from the lower bracket, albeit I think this is a team that has gotten stronger as the tournament has gone on.
Yes, exactly. I love those teams. This is why format and structure of a tournament are so important. Sometimes the teams that will perform really good just aren't there because of the problems that specifically come into because of the structure. So we're so happy to see a game like this where where you see a grand finale team that may have had a moment where they have to run all the way from the bottom. It feels like Squishy and C9 all over again. So I'd be happy to see a story similar to this between these two teams. It's Morley Town Hall. They have a win in hand as well. They have a game advantage of this best of 7. So less pressure on them, more pressure on Decadencia. So no matter what, they're gonna have to pull in their A game as the kickoff is about to begin, and we're all ready to see the grand finale between these two beautiful teams. Morley Town Hall, Decadencia as they meet in the middle.
Kickoff now begins with Vorsful. Low on boost here is challenged by Visor. Getting that first goal during that first blood will be so important in setting the tone for the early stages of this series, which at the moment are only defined by that advantage game that Morley Town Hall currently have. And already we're seeing crashes in the box, shots from both sides, but Vorsful will be the first one to get on the score sheet.
I'd expected early on a goal will come out and it will be forceful to do it. Glyfty was kind of ready for the redirect, but it was not necessary as No Hope rode on the back of the defense there from Decadencia as 1-0 already in the first couple of seconds. And I think, Pig, you're going to have to see here, and I'm sure you've observed the speed and the speed value, and they increased it so fast, so strong. It kind of caught me off guard at how much in their faces there are these two teams. But right now in the first couple of seconds, the floodgates have opened. It's already 2-0 in favor for Morley Town Hall. Well, it looks like Velocity's or Vorsful's early prediction of an instant payment already back when they first came on broadcast looks to be coming true.
And Vorsful, I love the way he played that, and that entire play showed how high Morley Town Hall like to play. Vorsful took that kickoff. First thing he does is go for the opponent's boost, and despite Velocity and Glyfty both being at that mid-right boost, no one thought to go back. Just play the pass, get yourself your second goal, we'll reset, have a nice day. The confidence that this team exuberates is so impressive, and they've got the skills to match. Oh, God.
Ooh.
Well, do you want to talk us through that? Yikes.
Let's just say, one word. You said it perfectly there. Took the words out of my mouth there. Yikes. That's a bit of an unfortunate play. Rife has been a shaky player. He's had his great moments. He's actually been the main goal scorer sometimes. Previously in the first game we saw between them in the lower bracket, Rife was that player. But I think his confidence has been slowly diminishing. What a save, and back and forth. It looked like a ping, those, I forget those tables with the corn, the pinball. Yeah, the pinball, that's the one. Yes. That's the word I was looking for there. Thank you so much. It looked like a very pinball between back and forth between the backboard and him. But nonetheless, an opening now finally in favor for team Decadencia. So close, but sadly too far away to really make it something that they can get a goal off of. Velocity left with no boost, 50 with Nashidi. He's looking for a goal here, but Glyfty will clear it down, and he will die in the process with a sacrifice worthy of the save here as Rife. Aerial play, soft control, one more touch, underneath, one man. Isaac will continue the dribble, up backboard, and he gets sent away by Velocity.
This ball coming off the back wall should be read here by Nishito, but knows that a player is chasing, so he's just forced to boom that one forward. Follow-up touch required. He does get that save, and Glyfty looking to go alone, trying to get that 50-50. Knows Forceful will be tight behind, and if not him, it'll certainly be another player. That's just the style of this team. But that ball's coming out, and I thought surely this would be a clearance for a Decadencia defender, but a ball just happened to bounce perfectly for Forceful to catch that one. And you saw that with Nishiti and Rife playing really high off that play. No one was able to get back in time, and you can just see the different levels of risk assessment between these two teams that seemingly are playing very aggressive in the openings of this grand finals, and that's exactly what we want to see. And again by Forceful, tight save, but of course he pulls it off.
Oh, what a turnaround once again. Velocity. Fantastic flick. Glyfty was his main man, his bracket, his bodyguard, and a bump there will open it up once more for their team to get a goal.
And Visor, so used to being that second man trying to pile on the pressure and the bumps, this time he got to see it from the opposing perspective there, and I'm sure that hurt a lot more than when he did it himself there in the lower bracket to get himself in this position. It's also a message out there, isn't it? Like Morley Town Hall, they seem to be this team where anything you can do, they show that they can do better. And this long break that they've had to sit on really hasn't been an effect here in this first game. 4-0. It's been a very wide scoreline and still 2 minutes left to go. Plenty of Rocket League to be played. You would say plenty of opportunity for Decadencia to try and make a comeback. But I must say, with how players unfolded, it just seems like more time for Morley Town Hall to widen that scoreline.
I think that will be the aim, really, for Morley Town, to make sure that whatever team they've been facing, whatever their prospects have been, no matter what, their strategy has mainly been score goals, score so many goals that the other opposite team really does not have any hope. And this is a team that can, enable that strategy, and they've been able to do it perfectly for the first couple of minutes here from the right off the get-go. This passing play looking like a good cheeky tiki-taka all the way. Glyfty, Moon, and Velocity just ready for these balls. They're separating themselves and giving themselves equally enough gaps to work with that space that's allotted to them, especially because no man from their side of Team Decadencia has really been blocking them in that sense. So I think that's where the problem really comes down to, that they're not being marked accurately as they should be, because the problem really that they've put themselves at the main front is their issue, has been the rotation, has been that defense. They're trying to get that unlocked before they do anything else, before they can think they get a goal scored on them. Glyfty once again, what a beautiful outplay. Forceful was the 1-50 with a couple of wall dashes. That's why it's such a useful mechanic. You can cut down distances so fast with nothing in the tank.
And it was plenty of time since we saw our last goal in this game. I think it was actually the greatest distance between two goals so far in this game, and it will stand as such unless we, by miracle, go to an overtime. But Town Hall, they just seem inevitable at this point. We could see our first goal, however, coming from Visor. It's a very nice play there, coming from his own half, his own box even. Getting great control onto that ball. That bump doesn't land there from Nisheti, but it wasn't even needed. This was the step-up kind of performance you need from this Spanish side, and I hope that they can bring it into that game 3.
See, while I may want to give some hope to some teams with the way it's been piping out, this one, I really don't think, because they were quite evenly matched with the opposition coming in from a 14th seed here, with the first goal only coming in after a while. Sorry, second goal coming after a while. Nashidi once again with another 1-5-2. But like you said, it's the dying embers of the first game, and Manfield Knight just wasn't their map, it seems, for the first one. Overall, their performance didn't match up to what we've seen, but Team Morley Town Hall are a suffocating team to play against overall as well. They're a team that demands attention, and they will get it one way or another, and they will make sure you suffer at the same time. So, Decadencia, whatever they tried to do, whatever they hoped to do, just was not going to happen tonight with this one. Sad ending, I would have to say, but it's 2 games really, match-wise, that they're already in favor for. They only would need to win 2 more, and it's, GG's game over in favor for Morley Town Hall.
Yeah, it feels like La Masia recruits versus Piccolo Iguana here for Morley Town Hall. And in other words, just boys versus men on the pitch. It has been extremely one-sided so far for Morley Town Hall. We do see 2 late goals in this game, but it was past that point where we're playing regular Rocket League, and that game score is basically all but decided. And that in those kind of positions, teams will start to slow down, and despite what you see on screen, unfortunately Sound were not able to make this grand finals, but Morley Town Hall were, and Wow, what a showing so far, and I really do not see it slowing down. Just like you said, Ground Zero, I've tried to give them a little bit of hopium, but it's going to take a lot in this third game, I think, for us to change our minds.
Yep, I'm going to need some, just like, what would you say would be an equal one? Ecstasy type level performance that would actually give me something. I need drugs. We don't endorse any drug taking here, just to make sure.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we do not do any of that, not at all. It's just
not a statement that represents Redirect Esports either. Thank you so much for the tournament and the opportunity.
And please keep me on the podcast. But I have to say, from Decadencia, what really let me down was their defense. What I believe was their best feature of that team. Previously, we saw them playing very well, but that's a 14 seed that definitely tried their best. They matched them, Morley Town Hall, in the first game, but ever since then, it was obvious what separates these two teams is the speed, the accuracy of their shots, and the rotation, the chemistry. That is aspect Decadencia also are no slouches, but once you see a better team, it is a better team, and they're better teams for a very specific reason as well. What they can output in a game like this, it's a Forbidden Temple, maybe the second map, but this is the third game Morley Town Hall are looking to take, and this will be back-to-back double sweep. If that's a thing, let that be happening at the end of the conclusion. I wouldn't say it's the best ending, but it's more than likely the ending we're gonna get. Sometimes you just gotta speak for reality, isn't that right there, Pig?
Absolutely. I mean, Morley Town Hall have gone through this entire bracket undefeated, both to the game minutiae here, so they can do the entire tournament as such. That is certainly impressive. Of course, it's no extra winnings for that, but definitely a lot of extra pride. And if they do return to the next Redirect Monthly, they're certainly going to have a target on their backs and will likely keep that first seeding.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Wait, hold your horses. Put them back in the stable, because this team is back with a beautiful fake from the three men of Decadencia. As they get their first goal in the first 30 seconds, it's a change of pace, it's a change of perspective, and it's one I welcome greatly so as well. At the same time, from Decadencia, looks like they're finally, maybe they've listened to us. They were listening on the broadcast, and they thought maybe the casters have a strong opinion. Maybe maybe what they're saying is right. Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can stand tall here. And the first minute is theirs. Decadencia will, more than likely see a possible and inevitable goal happening very soon if Velocity has anything to say about it. That's for sure. Double tap coming in, inbound. That's a save from his own teammate. A little bit unfortunate there, but Vorsa will keep that ball circulating with pressure before Nishidi will finally kick it out. First minute is gone, and it's in hand there for Decadencia.
And after hold on, opportunity here for Decadencia to double their lead, and it went post to post, sorry, and just hugging that goal line, but it wasn't enough to get that second goal. And I feel like a double score, that would actually give something for Morley Town Hall to panic about. I don't think they're really feeling anything off this first goal. And after game one in the upper finals, we already had Velocity messaging the tournament organizers asking if payment was instant. That was how confident they were that they would go all the way here. I'm wondering now if he's holding that same confidence as he had before. Of course, it is past the first played game, and they do have 2 games advantage overall, with that bye also being included. And Decadencia looking a lot stronger than they started with. Of course, conceding in those first 30 seconds, I think it was a bit of a knock to the mental. But now that they're reset, they look competitive and forceful, trying to make something happen off this ceiling. Just about couldn't generate that power. And then GT back to his old ways, getting those saves and getting that ball forward.
Yeah, it's a rough start there for Morley Town Hall. A rough one after a very long time, because they've been, like you said, they've been quite, I wouldn't say egotistical, but their hubris has been through the roof as they've been playing, especially in this case between these two, having, like you said, a call back to or DMing tournament organizers, telling them, keep that payment hot and ready, because we're coming for it. And they're pre-jumping, shall we say, in this analogy, their preemptive win here. But Decadencia wants to, really show that sometimes what reality may not be the way you expected. But a sidewall play, a passing play, especially now from these two players, as Glyph Moon finally finds a breakaway so close, but yet so far does not get that goal. And undeservedly so, it will not be an attempt that they work off of here. It's an aerial play, flip reset from Isaac. cleared down by Velocity. Also all the way back in their half, and some pressure is building up once more, especially in that corner. It seems to be having a lot of problems with trying to even breach past their own half sometimes. Decadencia is feeling some heat, and team Morley Town Hall ready to deliver it right now. There's a BBQ happening in that Town Hall. Oh my god, what a skim off the top there for Forceful. Beautiful play here, but Nashidi will be able to break it away. 1 minute 25 seconds left. I have not seen a confident play in a bit from Morley Town Hall.
No, I really haven't, and it's quite surprising because I don't think we've really seen a passage of play like this from Morley Town Hall in the entirety of the tournament, and it would be very late for them to get themselves back into this game, but certainly possible. I mean, 65 seconds and only 1 goal difference, and that team behind being Morley Town Hall, it's certainly fragile, and Forceful will have to create something here from defense. Velocity does get on the end of it, not enough velocity behind that shot to really threaten Visek, however, but now you're starting to see that high play become a factor again as Morley Town Hall need to get themselves a goal. I think this is the first sign of real desperation. Glyph places this one to corner. You see Forceful and Velocity, plenty of boost right behind them. Velocity tries to go alone, is bumped off that player. Now Rife will be able to collect it. Big pinch coming out. That ball going slow for quite some time now. Does speed up quickly this time for Visek to try and maybe even get a second. It's interesting. What do you do here if you're Decadencia? Do you try to run down this clock? Do you try and force that second goal, which will surely be the winner? Well, Morley Town Hall, looking dangerous on this defense, and it seems like they went for that first strategy. They just want to run down that clock. They definitely could have made it the second, but now as this clock is about to hit 0, that ground starts heating up. It's made out of lava now for Morley Town Hall. Does their undefeated streak die, or do Decadencia draw the first scratch here on this invincible side? Velocity keeps this ball off the floor. Visek tries to slam it, and they do exactly that. Decadencia get the first game win against Morley Town Hall.
Wow, what a game! That's what they say, you may be gods, but you can bleed, and that is exactly the analogy that is perfect for a team like Morley Town Hall, who finally bleed through, and it may be a droplet in the large ocean of absolute violence of teams that, Town Hall has run through in this tournament for the Redirect Monthly. I have to say, that was one of the most perfect performances I've seen from Decadencia, and they really took the advices, get the first goal, and ever since then it's just been on lock for the defense. That was the problem from the last 2 games. It's just been defense. If you had it, it's all the way over. It's done, dusted, and they got the first game, but that's first of many, because they still are on board. If they win the next one, it's all over, and more and more pressure does mount against Decadencia. So we're going to be moving into DFH Stadium. Beautiful map, and I think we're going to continue on for an even beautiful series, because Decadencia shows that there is still light shining at the end of the tunnel for them tonight.
And they're doing well to keep this series close as well, just like you said, not making it too much of an uphill battle. And while Morley Town Hall have been vocal, they've been confident. This Spanish side have, kept true to their fellow statesmen, Wonder Kid and Euro's grand finalists, quote, move in silence, only speak when it's time to say checkmate. They're letting this performance on the pitch do the talking, and that was a statement past game. But now we're back to reset, 0-0 at the top of the screen and 5 minutes remaining, but Decadencia do bring themselves back ahead.
What a play as well. Forceful was low boost, he had nothing, and that ball, perfect bounce, and it just skimmed off of the top of both people's cars in defense on the goal line, and Rife will be the winner of that exchange. First goal already in the first 7 seconds in favor for Decadencia, as I don't think Morley Town Hall are going to take this one lying down. What separated this team last time was a lack of really offensive plays. Otherwise, I think the original strategy just fell through the roof when they realized this is not a team that they can take easy anymore. They're the second seed for a very, very strong reason. It proved it, as you said, that Decadencia has more and a lot more to offer, that's for sure. But Visek now with the ball in control with a flip reset, slow aerial play, but he popped it over one man. Nashidi will be the one to set up the second touch. But when they find the last man early, Rife was a pre-jump, and he sends that one flying. It looks like his confidence is back, and it's gaining as the games have gone by here. Some beautiful performances from Rife, especially being the main goal scorer for Decadencia Sunday against Morley Town Hall. Seems to be their kryptonite right now, as a good another 50. Solid play, Forceful with control. When they get it off the side wall, Rife will be the one to miss it this time. Very big mistake. some patience. I think it's 10 down from Morley Town Hall. They're eventually going to find a breakaway soon. And this one might just be it. It's ball bouncing away. It's saved from Isaac. What a defensive play there on the goal line. Panic moment where otherwise other teams would miss the opportunity. And Vorsful was so close. This team is ice cold with the defense tonight. Double tap saved. Velocity of the backboard clears it down midfield. Nashidi hoping to get to it, but sadly misses the ball. Glifty Moon following right behind them. He's following the trail. He's right on it. Another play. Forceful down. Velocity with the touch. He actually skims right over the ball. It's perfectly passed over his hood. It's an open net. It might just go wide. Never mind. It rolls in. Nashidi. Wow.
Wow. Just wow. And not just for this goal, of course. You get that 50-50 in the middle of the park and it just happens to be a goal. But I'm sorry, we have to cycle back to that defense from Decadencia. The reason that this scoreline is double and instead of remaining neutral or even one goal ahead if you want to give them that, the composure it requires on the goal line and the organisation between those three players in such a tight scenario to keep that one out was just incredible. This is a different Decadencia side than we've seen for the rest of the tournament. Equally, this is a very different Morley Town Hall. They're against a team that are making them look mortal.
Oh, exactly. They're once they bleed, your mortality is something you recognize. Oh my god, what a pinch from Rife. Beautiful touch. Sadly, it will be saved by Glifty Moon. Pinch off the sidewall of his own. And that one rolls in the back of the net. Redirects off the... Truly unfortunate.
Ouch.
For all their efforts, it took 1 second, one mistake, and it all comes crushing down. 1-2, 2 minutes, 39 seconds left, and Nashidi will be the one to lend a hand. It looks like it's less of Rockety and more of Mafia, it seems here. We suddenly changed the scope of the game. Great play there coming in from Glifty Moon, taking it down low velocity, looking for a flip reset shot, so he couldn't really air dribble as much as he could. Wait, what is happening?
No!
What is happening?
Decadencia, their buff has seemingly worn out, and it's Nashite again. It's Nashite again from hero to, well, back to regular play here as Morley Town Hall somehow get themselves back in the game, but for once it isn't off their own accord. 2 mistakes coming out. It's absolutely brutal. But, well, I guess we continue to cast this as a normal series. 0-0, I think, is the mental reset you'd have. Maybe 1-0 in the favour of Morley Town Hall.
Well, we spoke too soon. That is truly unfortunate. That is absolutely demented to have such a dominant first half, and all of a sudden, Morley Town Hall are right back in the fight, and they've got a couple of knockouts as well, with some of the goals being in favor. As you said, you go from regular player. No, you become a hero long enough to see yourself become a villain. That's what happened to Nashidi here. But will he go back in the limelight and be the hero team Decadencia needs, and will he be able to really just mount against the pressure and stand up on that platform once more? Who knows? But they got 2 minutes left on the dot to be able to do exactly that and bring back one more goal. Decadencia had the world in the palm of their hands for so long before it all just crumbled right before their very eyes. That empire that they built against Morley Town Hall, who they could have actually tied and 2-2, added some pressure, added some entertainment factor for a very long time before Morley Town Hall right back against them, showing, as Madara said, you fools. Once reality sets in, you can't. It's not something you're gonna be able to fight against here. This is destiny. This is fate. Morley Town Hall are here to deliver it.
And it's not only that you're sacrificing that potential equal series scoreline, you're also gifting Morley Town Hall with that match point situation. All the pressure will land on Decadencia in that next game if they are not able to bring this one back into their favour. And while Morley Town Hall, it seems to have lit a fire underneath them. As they seem to be that same team we saw before. Glifty didn't get the connection he wanted, but he didn't need to. Still had players behind him that were willing to continue this play, and it's Nashito again. Look, you never want to highlight one player, but that's 3 goals out of 4 there for Morley Town Hall, where he's unfortunately been one of the decisive players on the other team to ensure it.
Yeah, it looks like Morley Town Hall's confidence is right back, because suddenly they'd open up a bigger floodgate than I ever expected. As this game gets drowned in the pressure of Morley Town Hall, no defense. It seems their confidence has been knocked down all the way down Mariana's Trench level here, 5-2, and Morley Town Hall right back in the running of this game and taking it away. 3-goal buffer. It's gonna be impossible here. Not even Jesus is gonna be enough to save you here this time. As Decadencia looking for some other last couple of goals to get their consolation. Consolation goals to get their somewhat of their depleting, confidence back up. It seems it's gonna be all for naught. 36 seconds and counting down. As this game will reach its end here. There's always a start, there's always a beginning. Do you enjoy the journey? I enjoyed it, that's for sure, Sir Pig.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll have to see how they close this one out. This is surely going to be a Morley Town Hall win, and surely them putting themselves on match points. But I mean, the last time we counted out Decadencia after a very one-sided scoreline, they were able to bring themselves back just for one game, just to, knock down this Morley Town Hall side for the first time in this tournament. There's potential they could do it for a second time. I mean, is this as lost as it was before? I'd argue maybe, but they do have to give it absolutely everything. Otherwise, they straight up lose in that next game. And sometimes it's that desperation, having your back truly against a wall, where we really see heroes step up. I'm just interested to see who that hero will be and who it should be, realistically. I would love to see, of course, a Nashiti step up after that performance this game.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a hero that can deal with the pressure. Pressure makes diamonds, and they will shine. Yep. But who will be the diamond that, will be the crown jewel of Decadencia? I think they're gonna need a bigger... They're gonna have to knock down the skill gap between these two teams, and it hasn't been an easy battle for more, from them to meet. As you said, this is a team that, while we originally put them down, just previously in the last game, Forbidden Temple, and suddenly they came back and they just had to do what they did, which was an absolutely dominant performance. But Morley Town Hall, they're not the number one seed for no reason. They're Pig. They're here because they know how to adapt. They may not have done it in the duration of the 5 minutes that was allotted to them to even get one goal against Decadencia, because they completely shifted their tactics. So now that they were able to do maybe the first goal, the first 2 goals the same way, Morley Town Hall knew what to do this time, and they prioritized their strategy, which was overpowering the overpowers, and they managed to do exactly that. They dealt with the pressure quite nicely. The rotation right back to what we saw from the previous first games, and they were looking like one of the more dominant teams once again. 6-2. That goal gap speaks for itself. Match point now. We're in Utopia Coliseum. This is where gladiators fought to win and please their owners here. I have to say, we're seeing a true fight between two gladiators here. Two teams that can definitely take it away at any moment. One team, if they make a mistake, it's all over. And right now is where they can settle that battle. It will find its grand finale right here in this moment to truly see if Decadencia has what it takes to compete versus Morley Town Hall.
And I did have that early chance there. It was Rife who did get that save received from one of the Morley Town Hall defenders, and immediately they create that into offense. Glifty just couldn't push that one over the line, and Isaac off the wall. That ball does go in field for a 50-50 between a player of each side. A sacrifice here, which does keep things alive in this defense. Incredible patience there from Nashiti to not just send that one out for a player which was surely waiting. And again, and you can hear the panic in the voice of Ground Zero. That ball flying across net, and when you're against Morley Town Hall, certainly that extra bit stressful, but to be fair to Decadencia, they were composed on the heat of it.
Yep, they managed to deal with the heat, that's for sure. I think they're ready to be invited to the cookout so they can deal with pressure like that. And up into the air, Rife with a touch. He's been one of the main goal scorers every single time starts the goals for Decadencia, but it doesn't seem it's going to happen this time. Good blockage off the backboard there, especially from the likes of, I believe that was Glifty Moon, and a hand by Velocity as well. Every one of those players is streaming, so they got added pressure of their equal individual community watching them as well. So, to be honest, with the way their confidence through the roof, it might just be because of their cheerleaders in their own stream, supporting them. And you love to have supporters, not only that, but for a redirect as well. Being with, brought to you by Hazard Productions, an amazing production, an amazing job he's done to bring us some amazing games. What a save from Isaac!
Oh, and you don't want to concede that first. You really do not, especially if it would have put Morley Town Hall in a, as it stands, championship winning position. Velocity, incredible bump there. High altitude plays do come out here from Morley Town Hall. Vorsville will continue it, but waiting on the ground was Velocity yet again, as were the Decadencia defense. I must say, it's been a very one-sided match so far. These attacks Haven't stopped here from Morley Town Hall. Decadencia, they've done well to soak up the pressure, but you're going to need a little bit more than that. It's been dangerous from Morley Town Hall.
Oh, no.
Opportunity can be all it takes. Isaac puts Decadencia ahead.
He puts them back on the map. What an unfortunate play from Vorso. I think he was trying to find Glifty up the side wall. They were trying to go for their famed, freestyling shots here. Sorry, velocity, apologies. And it didn't happen because Isaac was the one ready to disconnect that play beautifully. And the first goal, like we said, this is looking eerily similar to what the kind of scorelines we saw. Well, low goal score, but right on the dot from the latter half of the game, where otherwise it would be a teams, both of them matching each other quite nice in the first half. And now suddenly we're right back into the fray of it. As a play comes in, Velocity with the save, clearing it down to the right of the side wall, and it's going to be Rife meeting that ball first. Velocity kills it down once again. Will he be able to overpower Nashidi? Gets one over with Isaac. It's going to be right back into their half here as they're still trying to keep up with the pressure. They're soaking it up quite nicely, but they're equally squeezing back. Oh my god, what a touch could have been in. Velocity was ready, but Glifty Moon with a 50-50. Save there by Velocity. Kills it down to one man. Forceful left all alone with the defense, and he still managed to outpace two people against one as Velocity tries to get a demo. Successful in that venture. Up into the air, Glifty Moon, his control on the ball is amazing. Another bump possibly could follow with 50. Oh, so close, but Velocity will not be able to force it down. Forceful, though, is going to block that shot, and it flies up once more. A demo attempt. That's kind of a problematic demo. There might be an opening that they finally find here, but Glifty Moon will kill it down. Velocity, Rife with a 50. Waterfall down. Someone's going to be thirsty for a shot, but it's going to be blocked. They've been blocked from the water well as Glifty once again double save. Double time. He's working overtime. They still haven't been able to contract another goal for themselves just yet. Game's still not over, but 120 seconds. We might finally see a goal here from Glifty, who shoots that too early, I feel. As Velocity will keep that ball circulating the corner. It's the safest area for Decadencia right now, as they're just trying to get that ball away from their own half. As the timer ticks down, Vorsel, pinch, Velocity, shot, so close, blocked once more by Isaac.
And it's been really well defended so far from Morley Town Hall, but his counter-attack might just be a little bit too much, unless Isaac just doesn't want to put it in the back of the net. Vorsful pushing forward, trying to get a bump on that goalkeeper. Doesn't quite land it. That's another heavy touch as well coming from Isaac. We spoke about defense is working overtime. Will we see overtime? Morley Town Hall still in need of a goal. 30 seconds left on the clock. If there was a team that were able to do it, it would surely be this one. Could Decadencia pull off the miracle for a second time after being dominated by Morley Town Hall? Could they make the rebound? Could they scrape themselves a second win? Oh, Vorsful, Velocity, both up for this. And now there's 10 seconds remaining, and we might see a second goal from Decadencia with how this play is unfolding. But instead, Vorsful doing so well to keep this ball forward. Well calculated with those bumps, and we saw another one come out there. Velocity, a rare miss coming out from him. Rife and Velocity 50-50. That one surely hits the floor. Decadencia do get their second game win, and again off the back of being dominated by Morley Town Hall, who do still sit on match point. And despite the 2-2 scoreline with the games played, it's that qualification through the upper bracket that still gives Decadencia that one game advantage, and of course that match point situation.
Oof, what an absolute show. This is what you call cinema here. Are you entertained? And if anyone's cultured, they will get that reference. But what a beautiful game. What a beautiful game that was. That was absolutely fantastic. From Decadencia, what a showing. And I think the original disappointment we showed with their performance in the last one, like we said, the second we let them, we kind of put them down, we started removing the stocks from their investment in that, from Decadencia. They bring it right back up, and they shoot through our expectations, right through the ceiling of these lobbies here, especially these maps. We're moving on to Neo Tokyo. So a bright future ahead for Decadencia if they're able to do what they did just there in the previous game, and that's score enough goals where you can then lock down that defense, especially against a team like Morley Town Hall, who kept ramping up the pressure till the timer hit 0 seconds. But all hope rides on this one as the kickoffs begins, and they meet each other with Glifty Moon and Isaac. losing that 50 off the kickoff with forceful with control of that ball with a flip reset. Possible play here. Overturned one man. He jumps over the second, and Rife will be the one to block that play. First 10 seconds have been one where we saw some action in the first half here. Oh my god, it's a pre-jump coming in from Forceful. He already had that shot. Any less blockage. The second too late. That would have been a free open net here in favor for Team Morley Town Hall. But I have to say the strategies from them have been back and forth, but Rocket League is a game of chess, and you have to be able to adapt to your opponents. The games do go by. Sometimes they develop age like fine wine, and sometimes they die like very curdled milk.
And it's very rare that I'll get the opportunity to critique Morley Town Hall, so I'll use this opportunity to do so. In that last game, it felt like they woke up in that final, about minute and a half, that final 90 seconds. But, you know, in the grand finals, when you're against the second seed, you need that for a greater period of the game. So I'm hoping that in this game, they can wake up quickly, and Velocity certainly has done. So close to pulling off that mechanical play, but couldn't quite break that final line.
Nope, he was so close, but yet so far. And it was a great save, nonetheless. They're coming in early. Pre-jump from Forceful, but sadly, there was no one going to be meeting him on the wall there. Passing play occurring, even though he still starts to enable himself into a position where he can work with the team, even on low boost. You know, teammates like that who just never give up and are tenacious enough to keep going and confident enough to, you know, even if they make mistakes, are able to redirect themselves into a better position to work with the team no matter how awful the position may be. There's an opening, Rife with a shot saved there by Velocity. Cleared down, and Good Moon is just waiting on the corner for the boost to spawn. He has not given up. I respect the attempt, but sometimes you cannot go boost over ball in this position. There is too much pressure that has been building up here, especially between these two, and the way that they've been exuberating their skills, you know, the showcasing their skills here has been absolutely beautiful here. It's an absolute beauty to watch. It's cinematic, and we got 3 minutes left of this game. I think we're gonna see something happen in the next 50 seconds, because as history shows, it's very predictable that these two start really playing off the last half of these games here.
Certainly, and I love that we do just get a bit of a tingle sometimes with how the match is going, that, you know, something is bound to happen here. And so far it's been Morley Town Hall that have definitely had the majority of the offensive possession. But if we know anything about Decadencia, it's that their counterattacks can be brutal. And if you give them one chance, they'll take it. Unfortunately, they're against a team that creates plenty of opportunities for themselves to make up for it a majority of the time here. This Rife was low on boost, but that corner spawned perfectly for him. Didn't get that landing on that ceiling, and I'm not sure if Velocity knows that. Was playing as if their opponent still had a little A little bit of patience was enough. Now, is this a fake? Is this an outplay? Or was this two players playing for a 50-50 and it just happened to go in Vorspal's favour? We'll never really know, but one thing's for sure, Morley Town Hall, they get the first goal in this game.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, kind of anticlimactic with how much mechanical, you know, skill was being showcased with the likes of Velocity, getting a beautiful flip reset pop on that ball as well, and all we had to do was just wait for the ball, as he said, a patient play. Patience wins once again. It's their turtle winning the race against their hare here, as Velocity gets a pass from Vorsa from the corner, beautiful jump, easily shot in the back of the net there. 2-0 right on the dot, 2 minutes left, and it's gonna be a beautiful game in control from team Morley Town Hall as they get their second goal, and I think they're going to be continuing on for the third one. Oh my god, what a save coming in from Nashidi, just right in the nick of time.
Imagine trying to etch that name on a trophy, my goodness. But it's still not over, of course. 1 minute 40 seconds remaining, a 2-goal difference. Doesn't seem like a lot unless you are against Morley Town Hall of all teams. And like before, they really stepped up on the games following just past the ones that they've lost. And they did take it personally. Vorspal 50-50 here against Visek. Lifty getting that ball forward to Velocity. And you just see these three players connected so well. And I think if we look at the top three that we have so far as it stands, I think Sound were definitely the least connected as a team compared to that top three. And I think if it does continue to go on as expected, Decadencia being that second side is definitely the second most connected. And then Morley Town Hall, they're almost like a fungus. They're one being. They're completely connected, all thoughts connected together, and they've really been able to, you know, get those plays together on the pitch and completely dominate anyone they go up against.
Oh, what a shot. Great three-man play. Passing play was beautiful. They tried to do something different with the dying embers of this game as well. We got 30 seconds left here. They tried another cheeky three-man play. A beat there in the last second. And Isaac, low boost, but he still tries to get a shot. Saved there by Velocity. It's another opportunity, but pinch with it between Gifty and Forceful will clear that ball off the woodwork and get that all right back once again. Into the thick of it, they go for a shot. Flip reset from Velocity. He will not get his clip here. That moment will never happen, it seems. He's just being denied every single time with the defensive team, Decadencia, as they get their one more save, but it's all over. GG's as it's won by Team Morley Town Hall. What a beautiful game. What a beautiful ending to an amazing bit of a Rocket League evening here. We are entertained as some GG's. We love some sportsmanship here. So
yeah, I love that. Absolutely, and those are players I was speaking with confidence before, and it just shows as much as they are competitive, they are respectable, whether they win, whether they lose, and you saw that from both sides there. Love to see it, and it's a great two teams to obviously represent the Redirect Monthly Grand Finals. These were your top two seeds, and they got that class as players, as people to match their gameplay, which, like I said, just beautiful.
Absolutely amazing evening. What an end to it. From finish to start. Sorry, from start to finish, that was an amazing bit of Rocket League. I was never let down with the performance of any team. We've seen back and forth. We've seen turbulent emotions. We've seen clips. We've seen shots. We've seen saves. And equally so, we've seen the winners of today's Redirect Monthly. It is crowned Morley Town Hall, who wins £70 for first place here. So they're going to be able to fill their pockets. While in comparison, the second position is Decadencia themselves. So both sides will be going not empty-handed. They're going to be enjoying a good little split there of the £100 prize pool of this evening. So congratulations to both of them. In the meantime, I have to say congratulations to bringing us me, Sir Pig, and Ground Zero to the booth. Hazard Productions for Redirect GG's. Please do go follow them on Twitter and Twitch. And if you wish to sign up for the next tournament, and if you're actually interested in bringing your own team, we would love and appreciate seeing teams here. That is for sure. So please do go and join the Discord server, because the sign up for it will happen tomorrow on battlefly.com/redirectggs. So keep an eye on that. Join the Discord server, because notifications will be out for that for tomorrow. Otherwise, it is me, Ground Zero. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can follow Sir Pegasus as well if you guys wish to contract our own services for any other tournament you guys, some of you may have planned in the Twitch chat. Otherwise, any other ending words there, Sir Pegasus?
Well, it was an absolute pleasure. This was my first ever Redirect Monthly cast, and it's nice to see that both grand finalists do get a share of that prize pool, because they put on a show worthy of being paid. Thank you so much to Redirect, and just like Ground Zero said, it's a Pegasus on Twitter and Twitch, and DM the both of us if you have any opportunities, because I would love to partner with this legend again. Thank you so much for watching this Redirect Monthly. Be sure to sign up for the next one. We will see you all next time.